Hi, welcome to this video. I am Rhea and I am here to answer 5 questions. My answers will reflect on how much I have learned from my subject understanding the self. And here's the first question. So the first question is, among the philosophies discussed, which one struck you the most? Explain why, and what is the impact of that philosophy to you? So for me, it was Sigmund Freud's philosophies. I was really interested with this person. Honestly speaking, it was because of a book I've read before when I was in high school. It was a Wattpad book entitled Moriarty, written by Ako Ibarra. One of the protagonists there was named after Sigmund Freud, so I was really interested whenever his name was mentioned. And as far as I can remember, he also mentioned Sigmund Freud in his other book entitled Project Loki, and I actually have it here. I have 2 more of this one. So, as he was my favorite author in Wattpad, I was really curious about who Sigmund Freud is and what he does or what he shares in the world of philosophy. So after I was introduced to this subject, Understanding the Self, where we tackled about the philosophies of Sigmund Freud, this subject helped me to fill out my curiosity about him. The philosophy that leaves a big impact on me is the Freud's 5 stages of psychosexual development. The 5 stages of psychosexual are the oral, anal, phallic, latent, and genital. The first stage, which is the oral, that means that the child seeks pleasure from the mouth. The second stage, which is anal, means that the child seeks pleasure from the anus. The third one is the phallic stage. It means that the primary focus of the libido is on the genitals. At this age, children also begin to discover the differences between males and females. The fourth stage, which is the latent, during this stage, the superego continues to develop while the id's energies are suppressed. Children develop social skills, values, and relationships with peers and adults outside of the family. And lastly, the fifth stage, which is the genital. During this stage, the individual develops a strong interest in the opposite sex. This stage begins during puberty and will last throughout the rest of a person's life. And you know that if one of these stages faces conflicts and more like isn't able to do it right, if that's the right word, this may affect the future doings of a person. According to Freud, an individual must successfully complete each stage to become a psychologically healthy adult with a fully formed ego and superego. Otherwise, individuals may become stuck rather or fixated in a particular stage, causing emotional and behavioral problems in adulthood. I have learned that these phases or stages I mentioned earlier are very important in the adulthood of someone. Now I know why my favorite author seems to like Sigmund Freud theories or philosophies. The second question is, describe your extended self. What do you think influenced the development of your extended self? I think I will describe my extended self based on my hair. I cut my hair short, grew it longer, colored it, as you can see, cut it again, got some bangs, and grew it longer again, and so on and so forth. When I am not feeling myself, sometimes I just cut a small amount of my hair in our bathroom. Like, I'll show you. Like this much. Every time when I'm not feeling myself. I think these hair cutting moments are being influenced by what is happening with my life. I believe that my hair represents who I am and what I feel as of the moment. Just recently, I cut my hair shorter because something happened that makes me feel sad and frustrated. And I have thought that maybe cutting my hair will kind of help me to understand things and move on. Last time, I also dyed my hair because I feel so proud of myself. I feel like I have achieved something that everyone else could be proud of. Then I cut some bangs before also. It's quite longer now because I just felt cute for a moment. And also, I think I can also express myself through my clothes, which is also an example of extended self. Back when I was in high school, I used to wear long sleeves. I really didn't have much of a fashion sense before, and I also thought that wearing long sleeves will make me cool. And let's say that I was a bit boyish by that time. But as I grew up, being with different people, as time passed by, my fashion sense, or my fashion taste rather, differs from what I wanted before. I really like wearing short sleeved clothes now because I think that by wearing this, I feel empowered as a person because I have been thinking this past few days that maybe I wore long sleeves before because I was not that confident by myself. Thus, I can tell now to myself that as time passed by, I also learned to gain some confidence which reflects on my clothing nowadays. So the third question is discuss your spiritual self. Are you contented with the spiritual self that you have? As of now, I can say that I am pretty contented with my spiritual self. But first, let's define what is spiritual self. The spiritual self is our inner self or our psychological self. It comprises our self-perceived abilities, attitudes, emotions, values, motives, opinions, traits, and wishes. Many aspects of the spiritual self are evaluative. When the pandemic happened, I faced a lot of problems that made me question everything, like literally everything. That why did things happen to me or something similar to that. I have lots of whys and all of these why questions. I prayed and asked it to our Creator. My 2020 self was really confused by those problems. My 2020 self is really overwhelmed of what I have been through. But you know what? It may take a long process, but whenever I remember Him, I find myself at peace. Therefore, my 2020 self is much stronger than before. Problems and failures of 2020 made me who I am today, and I can say that my spiritual self is much stronger than it was before. So the fourth question is, have you found the purpose of your life? What is the purpose of your life? Yes, I have found the purpose of my life. This may sound cheesy and weird, but I think the purpose of me being here is to be my parents' daughter. I am here because I have to be their daughter, or that I have to be their child, and I am really happy about that. I thought I was born to be whoever I want to be, like doctor, nurse, teacher, anything. But I realized that I was born to be their child. For who I am today and who will I be in the future, I think I was their daughter first. They have wished for me and given me life, fed me, given me shelter, and provided my needs and wants. I think that it's my purpose to make them happy in return. And I am really glad that God has given me to them. They are all I can ask for. They are the very reason why I'm striving so hard in life, despite having lots of assessments to do, facing some really big problems, experiencing lots of failures, and etc. I don't know, maybe I got this from my mother, who is a very family-oriented type of a person, that I really have that strong sense of family. I may not show it because I'm really not that type of person, but I really love them. And I really thankful that I was born to be their daughter. That is why I will do my best to study harder, or to study hard, in order for me to give back what they really and truly deserve. So the last question is, how do you take care of yourself? Name the activities that you engage in order to take care of yourself. Whenever I feel down, it's either I watch K-drama or anime, I read manga or webtoon, or I just listen to my favorite songs or band. That is how I take care of myself. It may be different from everyone, but that is how I take care of myself. We have different coping mechanisms whenever we feel stressed. And this past few months, I have taken a liking to a K-pop group named Enhypen. I really love the members. It brings joy to my life. It's more like a healing thing, or something associated with that. I also love their songs. They really have good songs. Listening to their music lessens my worries, and it makes me more relaxed. And according to a website, music can increase dopamine levels, which instantly improves mood. Emotional memory is tied to music and can trigger past feelings and emotions, almost as if you were being transported back in time. Music also affects breathing and heart rate. Also, in addition, in order to take care of myself, sometimes I eat or drink whatever I want, because eating makes me happy, and I think making myself happy is a part of taking care of myself. And that's it. I hope that I answered the 5 questions well. Once again, I am Maria May Erispe from BSIE, and thank you for watching. Bye bye!